We're going to start again, and we're going to slow down because I am overexcited to share some things with you. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is like the third time I've started this because I've gotten a little excited and I'm talking really fast. It's a little manic, so I'm gonna start again. Hey, it's Wednesday, Work in Progress Wednesday, and I have a ton of work in progresses. I don't know about y'all, but why is it so hot in here? It's winter, it's 25 degrees outside. Why am I sweating? Why? I have got a ton of projects. Not only do I have projects started, but I have items that I have bought that I put off to the side in hopes of doing a product review, you know, a comparison, how does it work up, kind of thing. I'm looking over here because I got everything stacked here, and I'm going to bring it up and I'm going to show it to you. So I'm using today's video, not only is a work in progress, but it's going to be a preview of all of the upcoming projects that I'm going to share with you on my channel this year. My goal is all of these projects get done. I got one I've been working on since August, so it's a lot to expect out of me, but we got to set goals. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Maybe I'm nervous, but regardless, let me share some things with you. So if you are part of my crocheting group, crowd that like to hang out and see which motif I'm working on, which pattern I'm working on, which of my classics out of my book I'm working on, you'll see stuff coming up for that. If you're part of my tie-dye crowd, I've got several projects coming up that I've set aside for that. And then I've got some other stuff planned too. Product reviews, will it work kind of things, some stuff I've got. So let's get busy, shall we? Okay, so I'm kind of trying to figure out, is it really the crafting that I like, or is it just like the gathering of supplies that I like doing? Do I like the hoarding so I can just walk by like Smog laying on his gold, getting this is mine? Or do I really like the projects itself? I don't know. I have several hats that I have started, and these hats are for my my Thanksgiving Day drop. I sell some, don't get me wrong. I sell some on my Etsy store, and then also every Thanksgiving, Big Daddy and I would go downtown Raleigh, and I take all my hats and scarves, and I put little notes on them that saying, we're not lost, we're here for you if you're cold. And it's just kind of my way to give back, because I am grateful. It's Thanksgiving. We're supposed to be grateful. We're supposed to be thankful. And it's my way of giving back because I'm in a position to give. And there is a lot of houseless people in Raleigh. It's cold on Thanksgiving. They might need a hat. It's kind of my way of giving back. But I start my hats because my least favorite thing to do. I love hats with tons of colors and tons of, you know, different designs, different patterns, different textures. But you know what I don't do? Is all of this. So instead of sewing up my hats as I work, I just have a box and I pitch them in there. And then, you know, like November 20th, I'm going to sit down and go, I've got 50 hats I've got to sew. That's what I do. That's my MO. That's how I roll. So here's my hats I've already started. Some of them to sell, some of them to give away, but I've started my stash because it's January, y'all. So there's one project. Let's move on to project number 2. I'm into cotton thread, or cotton yarn, because I make tie-dyed hats. And because I use the natural fiber Procyon dyes, if you follow me, you know that I need a natural fiber to make my hats with. And so I have started to hoard natural fiber yarns because that's the yarn that I would use to tie-dye with. But then these are already dyed. I can't tie-dye this, but these are little balls of yarn, just cotton. I got them at Dollar Tree, y'all. So they're like, and I've tried to start this video probably 2 or 3 times, to be honest, to review this yarn. These are $1, Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree ain't Dollar Tree no more, y'all, though. It's like $1.25 Tree or something like that. But when I got these, that's how long I've had these. These were $1. The Just Cotton sales like Michael Joann's for like $1.99. But here's the one thing that I found that I wasn't too happy about when I looked at these. These are not Just Cotton. These are 85% cotton and 15% polyester. So I don't know that they would even dye, to be honest. Cooks is here, y'all. So here's the video. We're gonna work some of these up. And it's super soft, just for squish value. But project number 2, let's review some Just Cotton from the Dollar Tree. So if I lost count, project 3. I tried a couple of designs with these lighter colors, tie-dye. I don't like them. And I know I don't have to like everything that I sell because different tastes, right? Art is subjective. I like these big bold colors. But I was trying some purple and gold was like the hotness a couple years ago. And I threw some pink in there. And this is the tiger stripe, which we've done before on this channel. It needs something else. So I did this one. And I did this one. This is my splat design, which I haven't shared with you yet either. So we'll do a video on splat. But it needs something. Like this is not enough. So we're going to do an over dye. So you guys are going to see that coming up as well. I've already got ideas for these. I got a sale at Joann's. Y'all know I love Joann's. Because if you do curbside pickup or you do in-store pickup, even if it's on sale, y'all, you get an extra 20% off. Yes, thank you. Yes! Sometimes I gotta go in and I gotta squish. I gotta see what I'm shopping for. Sometimes I don't. And so I got some yarn for a project. And they had the Karen cotton cakes on sale. Cotton. Because you see where I'm going. It's all about the cotton for me right now. But they had the cotton cakes on sale. And it is a beautiful color. It's the calico flowers. And I already wound up my ball. But you can see it's these greens and olives. And there's some gray in there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I thought, okay, I'm going to try. I see all the Karen cotton cakes. There's anniversary cakes, all the way they're wound up, and the way the colors are in there, and I see people reviewing them, and I just had, I gotta try it, right? And so when I got the cake, I was very excited about it, and it had this pattern on the back. So here we go, in micro dot. Like, come on. It was hard to read. And this was very hard to see, so I had to take a picture with my phone so I could zoom in on it. And as I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it, I was like, why isn't this working? Why isn't there's a typo? I could not figure it out. I found this online with a crochet crowd, Yarnspirations with Mikey. I love Mikey. And he was doing this, taking you on step by step. So I have this started. And this is just basically, here's my whip, right? I'm not doing a video on this one, but here's one of my whips. I had a lot of whips with this. The one thing about this that I didn't like was maybe because it's so thin, but it knotted, like it just came out in big hunks. So I would work for an hour and I would undo knots for an hour and work for an hour. See where I'm going? But anyway, here's my whip, and I put this down and I put a little tag on it so I know I'm using an H hook, so I don't forget, because it might be a minute before I get back to this and I gotta try and remember what hook I'm using. So little tip for you, what you're working on, if you're just gonna put it down for a minute, put your little tag on it. So there's my whip. One. What's next? I have a pair, you know, I love to do recycled clothing with my tie-dye, and I have these really cute linen pants. I probably did these 4 or 5 years ago. Did not realize that when you work with linen, these are linen, they saturate really quick. Be sparing with your dye. And so as I rolled up my pattern and rubber banded my pattern, I got real heavy handed. Now the whole pant, there's not hardly really any design in this. So we're going to do an over dye over this turquoise with maybe 1 or 2 colors, who knows. But we're going to do an over dye and do a really fun design on these pants. So there's project number, I've lost count. What's next? This is a quick and easy. I was gonna do Vlogmas, like I did last year, where you do 1 video a day and do little craft projects. I got sidetracked. This is a handmade crochet. I didn't do this, thrifted. This is recycled, but it's this little top, and it's just cute as it can be, but it's not cotton. So you can see how diluted the colors are. And so this is why if you have a polyester blend in your cotton, you're not going to get those bright colors, because this should be hot pink, and then there's some yellow and greens and some blues, but it's muted. But I thought, what can I do with this? And so it's going to be a market bag. I'm going to sew the bottom closed and make it a little market bag. And so we're going to do a mini episode on this. What's next? You guys. They had this on sale at Michael's for $19. Normally it's $34.99, $19.99. I've wanted to try one of these. Do you see how big? Do you see how super chunky this is? Camera! Do you see? Do you see? And hope, is there a pattern? There's a pattern on the back. Okay. So this is this big, the anniversary cake. They had several different colors, but I love these colors. I love how soft this is. And I just wanted to I've seen people talk about these, and I want to work something up with this, and I'll probably use this pattern. I just hope that this pattern is this ball, because I can't find this color anymore. So anyway, we're gonna do a product review on the big Karen anniversary cake that I got on sale, because you guys know I love a sale. What's next? Okay, I'm working on a custom order right now for a tie-dye hat. Working on a beanie. They want 100% cotton. Not a problem. Like I said, I've been gathering these natural fiber cotton yarns so I can tie-dye them. And I'm out because I already made up a couple of hats. One of the yarns is Premier Home. I got this at Michael's. I think they're $1.99. Most of these little things of cotton are like $1.99, unless you go to Goodwill or Dollar Tree. I don't have the white in this though, because I've already used it. This is not 100% cotton. It's an 85-15 blend, and it does dye. It does dye nicely. It's not as vibrant as like 100%, but it does dye very nicely, and it is very pliable. When you work it, it works really well. And then I have Yarn Art, the Tahiti. It's a bamboo cotton. This is so soft. That's what this hat is. Then there is Lily Sugar Cream. This is like crocheting with twine. I don't like this. I've got several balls of this. If you buy it in the cone, it's so much more easy and faster to crochet with. So I've got a hat started here to tie-dye. So I'm going to be doing a comparison video of all of these cotton yarns, cotton blends, and how they work up. So there's another project. This box, you see this, how big this box is? It's full of granny squares. I got a bunch of yarn from the Buy Nothing project. I've talked about Buy Nothing project, how it's in our area. It's in most areas. You just got to go to their site, put in your zip code, and see if they have a Buy Nothing project going on in your area. And it's, I can lose a day on Facebook just going through all the posts of what's free. And I go through for yarn a lot of times because of the hats and scarves that I make for Thanksgiving. If I can find some free yarn for that, it's even better. One, I'm recycling. Two, it's no cost to me other than my time for something that I'm giving away. And I'm just trying to be frugal. In the bottom of a tub that I had that I had given to me of little balls of yarn, these little weaver things, whatever, make a hat. I don't know how to use it. We'll make a video about this, see if we can figure it out. Yeah, another stashed project. I went shopping at Hirschner's again. This is so, oh, I don't know, 15 pounds. Here's a project bag. Here's all of the yarns that I'm using. And the sweater that I'm starting, a cardigan. Plus other unfinished projects kind of tucked in here too. This whole, here's a whip that's been in the top of my closet for probably 2 years. Big Daddy and I, we love music festivals, we love concerts, and we have amassed a bunch of t-shirts over the years. And we went through our clothes. The t-shirts that are stained, tore. I don't know, we grew out of them. I have started to cut them up into squares. And I'm making a festival blanket with all these different squares. So I have Dave Matthews concerts, and I've got Bonnaroo. I have just shirts that actually just go with the theme of music festivals. So as we've cleaned out our closet, I've got a little box of t-shirts that I'm cutting up, and we're gonna make a festival blanket. That's another project. Look at this busy basket that I got, handmade at a festival that I was at. And I have it full of granny squares because I started this in August for a friend. And it's a granny square. It's going to be like a cardigan. And I chose the wrong size yarn. It's really nice and flowy, but it takes forever to work up. It's full. We're gonna finish this. She might get it by this Christmas. You watching, Sandy? I love you. Do you guys do this? I got yarn in every room of my house. Say hi, cooks. I got yarn in every room in my house. My busy boxes. So I did a video on this. This is where look, it's a mess. But I got this from the Buy Nothing project. and I put my cakes in it, and then I can bring all the strings out the front as I'm working, right? Nice, tied up in a little bow, compact little basket. I have this one I just showed you, which is in another room. Look at this basket that my best friend and her sister made me. How awesome. Look, just a tish. Look at this. It's a beast. Yeah, that sits in another room. And I have this in another room. I have a project by my couch, up here, by the bed. I have one in my tie-dye, my studio. I have one down there because I'll sit down there and I'll watch a movie. I have a project in every room. I have a problem. This is my scrap buster blanket. I don't give myself too much grief about this because I understand as I have leftovers, I will add them to this blanket. So I don't really give myself too much grief about this. I have another over dye project with another pair of linen pants. I really want to be careful with these though, because by accident, do you see how this turned out here? This wasn't planned. This was 100% a happy accident. But they're almost like peace signs, upside down peace signs. So I'm going to be real careful to keep these. But we're going to do an over dye with these pants. My friend Mary Ann, are you watching? Correct me in the comments, Mary Ann. 4 years ago, gave me this. It's a brother home knitter. Her husband and her were thrifting, and he came to her and he said, I found this. Do you want it? Yeah. Because, you know, me and Mary Ann are crafting, hoarding sisters. And so it sat at her house for a minute. Original retail on this was like 180 bucks, and I think she got it, she said, for like $5 or something like that. So it sat at her house for years. She gave it to me. It's been in my closet for years. There's no instructions. She said, if anybody can figure out how to use it, it's you. We're making a video about this. And there's probably going to be a lot of censoring, because I'm probably going to be fussing at Mary Ann quite a bit. Plus, I have all of the jewelry that I've made that's got to go on my Etsy store. The one thing that I hate to do. Yeah. So there you have it. There is all of my started projects, and I know I'm not alone in this. I hear you laughing. I see you pointing. I see you nodding your head going, oh yeah, no, that's me. Oh my God. Some of you have even been showing me your projects while I've been talking about mine in solidarity. Like, yes, girl, look what we got going on. So I don't feel alone, and I'm not beating myself up about it. A little. But there we are. And I thought too, if I put all this out there, it would keep me motivated to keep my videos coming at a regular pace, because I've made some really good friends with y'all out there that are watching, and I enjoy our conversations and our emails and our texting back and forth. So there's a sample. There's a sample of what's to come on my channel this year. Oh, and there's more. This is just what I gathered up in like 20 minutes running through the house. If I really sat down and organized it, I could come up with some more. That's not a problem. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Leave me some comments below. Tell me what you're working on. Dig up your latest Or your oldest project that you're just like, oh, you kicked it under the couch. And just dig it out. Show it to me. Send me pictures on my social media. Show me what you're working on. Because I want to know. And remember, be peaceful. Be kind. It's important. I'll talk to you guys soon.